apple bottom jeans, boots with the
Boots
fur,
with the
the
fur.
fur.
The whole club was looking at her. Am I the asshole for suing my cousin for $6,000 to pay for my hearing aids after he threw me in the pool? My family is all on my cousin's side for this issue, and I wanted some outside judgment. My cousin, 25M, has always been the golden child of our generation. My nose is swollen.
Okay. Yeah.
He's funny, good. He's
I think
funny,
your nose is a
good
little
looking.
red.
He's funny, good looking, and outgoing. Not to mention a boy amongst girls. He's always loved to mess around and play pranks. For the record, I really dislike this cousin. I think he's irresponsible.
Okay, so
childish,
there's already
and annoying.
we've already got bias
I've had
in this.
hearing problems for years. I recently got a $6,000 pair of hearing aids. Jesus fuck. Recently at my grandmother's birthday, we were all eating and drinking on the back porch. My grandmother had a pool. My cousin decided he was going to throw me in the pool because it'd be funny to ruin my hair that I had just gotten done that day. This dude's an asshole before even destroying anything.
Asshole.
I repeatedly told him to stop and put me down. I'm very serious and in a very serious and not playful tone at all. He threw me in the pool and my hearing aids were ruined. Afterwards, when I told him what happened, he basically said, "Whoops, didn't know you had hearing aids now." When I told him the cost of them and that he'd have to replace them, he freaked out.
I think the cousin
and said,
needs
"No
hearing
way."
aids.
Yeah, right.
He's the asshole.
My family didn't
Easy.
want me to make him pay for them because I significantly out-earned him and also everyone else in the family. He was in college at the time, barely making ends meet at a call center job. His girlfriend and him are having a baby, and they live in a one-bedroom apartment. Okay, so he's in college, barely making ends meet. He got some girl pregnant, and they live in a one-bedroom apartment. But he's doing shit like throwing people in pools. Great data.
I like how you say that like that's the worst thing he could be. This guy's got a kid on the way and he would throw someone in a fucking pool.
Look,
I want this man in jail. He should never be a father.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, it's
Like, I
really
don't know.
selling
My
an
dad would do that
irresponsible
sometimes. Like, it's not that crazy.
He refused to pay, so I took him to court. I won. He refused to make the payments after. So I took him back to court, and his wages are now being garnished for the maximum amount, which is 20% of his total wages. It pushed him over the edge of what he could afford, so he had to work extra and drop out of college to be able to pay their rent. My family is absolutely fuming at me. I think he made one bad choice after the other, and he's never given us a sincere apology during this whole ordeal. Had he given me a real apology after the incident and asked if he could wait till he finished school to pay me back, I would have been fine with it. But the entitled little prick is digging his feet in at every move. Am I the asshole? The only reason I can see me being the asshole is because it's affecting his child and girlfriend.
Yeah, I feel like this is everybody sucks. This isn't everyone sucks. I think you suck for suing your cousin who's like destitute, asshole. And your cousin sucks for throwing you in the pool when you have hearing aids. I don't think there's
valid.
There's no hero in this story, Jaden.
If you take it to court twice, I think you've been like at that party. There was probably an argument. If his reaction is whoops, he's not apologizing. The family's getting mad at you because you've won twice now. Like, it's not like you won once, you won twice. Which means like he could have gone to her and been like, "Look, I can't afford this." At no point does he go to her and do this. And the fact that after losing he still refused, it could have been something to be like, "Look, guys, I know you won in court, but I have a baby and I can't afford this and I can't get the extra work."
I'm still
putting too much logic on this Reddit post. I'm still not convinced 99% of our Am I the Asshole posts are real.
I don't think they're
Redditors are like the most annoying
tell
people.
She has hearing aids. That's what I'm thinking about.
Some hearing aids are non-visible.
Yeah, you can get one.
If you're paying $6,000 for hearing aids, those are some pretty good ones.
I still think everyone sucks. I think everyone sucks.
You think everyone sucks? I think OP is fine. Why would they suck? Why would OP
because
suck?
Why are you suing your cousin who's like barely getting through college and has a kid on the way?
Like, I imagine, like, it's not like they're suing over a new phone. It's
short of them ruining your life by like, I don't know, like destroying your whole livelihood. Like, I don't know. There's not many reasons I would sue a family member.
What's worse than that? Being able to not afford it because you were a dumbass who pushed someone in the pool and they shouldn't have? Or someone can no longer hear after blowing $6,000 because like something that's not their fault. It's not like OP is suing them because their Jordans and their cell phone got destroyed in the pool.
He is the asshole for throwing her in the pool, but I feel like there could have been a better solution to this. than making him have to drop out of college.
But that's his own damn fault. He only had to get dropped out of college after he had to go to court the second time because he didn't listen to the judge the first time.
Am I the asshole for having an asshole?
Update, I just took a shit.
Okay, well, we can throw that one in the, what do we want to land on that? Everyone's an asshole?
I think everyone's an asshole. I'm sorry.
The thing is I wish I could hear other people's point of view.
You have to make judgment now.
This wouldn't happen in Texas.
Yeah, you just killed him.
We would have a gun, yes.
Yeah. House solution. The American solution, shoot them. Great. Someone says not everyone's an asshole. One of them says he's the asshole. And the American says just shoot them. This one is the second half of one because this account got banned. So the original post is gone.
Okay, so it's fake.
But
it's fake. It's fake.
It was real. This person, it got archived in Am I the Asshole? So it is a real... And the OP is actively in the chat, like, answering stuff. So the original post was called... Reddit boy.
Go, Reddit boy,
Don't
go!
call me boy. Don't call me boy. Update.
Reddit man.
I cut my...
Reddit man!
Everybody shut the fuck up. Update. I cut my wife off from our finances because she wouldn't stop ordering takeout. 9 days ago, I made a post about how my unemployed wife had spent $1,176. This is something you would do. $1,176 on delivery apps in just a month. This is egregiously outside of what we can afford. Don't call me out for that.
No, I was going to say... Funny, just a funny comment to be like, yeah, my wife spent $1,000 on delivery. Nobody can afford that. Like in 1 month,
this is $1,100 on delivery in 1 month. That's almost rent for some people, depending on where they are. That might be
that's mostly a delivery fees too.
What is she ordering?
It's probably like 2 meals, and that's just all the delivery fees.
We're on line 1, guys. We've made it through the first sentence.
And it's already fake.
This is outside of... You're going to say every one of these is fake. You think the entire internet is fake.
I think Reddit's
Jesus
fake.
Christ. This is outside of what we can afford to spend on takeout. And since she didn't seem willing to stop, I canceled our credit card and moved the money from our joint account into our own. Oh.
Wait, how does that conversation go? If she didn't want to stop. Hey, you have to stop buying takeout. No, I don't want to.
For the following few days, my wife kept talking about how I was financially abusing her. She threw several tantrums despite apparently being severely malnourished, threatened divorce, threw a bunch of food we had in the fridge away to try and strong-arm me into letting her get takeout. Oh, you'll be shocked how real this shit is. And even tried to guess my bank account password a bunch of times. Sorry, my password isn't Taco Bell 123. The last one is how I learned if you try to guess someone's bank account password enough times, the bank will send them an automated email. But last Friday, the complaints and threats stopped. She seemed mostly back to normal. I figured she'd given up. That was until today, which was garbage day. When I took the last bag out before taking the bin down to the curb, I discovered half a dozen fast food bags and other takeout containers in it.
Like, imagine somebody tries to get clean.
Cynic. Like,
imagine someone tries to get clean from like weed, and you go and you discover the weed. This is that same vibe of like you open the garbage and you like see the like Taco Bell bag, and you're just like no, and you're like put your hand up. You're like fuck. Like
my wife wasn't supposed to have access to money. I had no idea how she was affording the food. I confronted her about it, and she first denied everything. I had to bring up all her fast food garbage in to get her to fess up. She'd taken out a loan. Now I thought she had borrowed money from a friend or family member, but she had taken out one of those predatory payday loans.
What do you say to the person?
No, I have no idea how she was approved. Within the next hour, I froze my credit, then drove her to the payday loan place where I paid the loan off in cash. I will now have to dip further into my savings to pay the rent. I suppose in a certain way, cutting her off was successful. She didn't order takeout anymore. She just drove to the restaurants to pick up her food for the low price of $20 for every $100 she borrowed, or $60 in fees in total. In addition, I told her that we would be getting divorced, so yeah, my marriage is over. I don't even know what alimony laws in my state are like, but I assume she'll happily live in a cardboard box under a bridge if Uber Eats will bring her food there. I'm gonna be honest, my biggest concern is the fact that, like, the part where I say OP went wrong immediately is moving all the money from the joint account into his, because it is her.
Yes.
But this also sounds like someone who is severely addicted. You may have not dealt with this the best way, And the fact that it's gotten to this level, I do wonder where she was getting the money. Like, this is why you can't take a joint account. I wonder.
He should have, a joint account should only be for, like, you know, groceries and stuff like that. She shouldn't have been taking the money to order herself, like, fast food or something.
What do you say to the payday loan guy? The joint
account, he should have calculated how much he put in there and taken that amount out. That way it's like, well, this is what I put in. This is what I'm taking out. And if you waste all your money doing this, then we're getting a divorce. But I feel like a payday loan's way worse.
It should have been couples therapy. She should have had, like, therapy and someone to help her talk her through this.
I say there should have been addiction therapy. I think this is something where...
I need $3,000 for fast food. To open a fast food place? Yeah, something like that.
But that's what I mean. Like, he was literally having to... Like, he was cutting her off, and the successful way he cut her off was at least getting her to drive to pick up.
They should have gotten Ronald McDonald involved.
They should
have had him come in, sat down, been like, we need to talk.
Most of the comments say not the asshole.
The hamburglar comes in, he sits down, he takes the hamburgers. He's like, these are mine now. Wait, you can't keep ordering these.
Okay, there is a comment from OP. Do you guys want to see it on this post?
Sure.
So someone commented, I think
JK,
divorce is the best course.
Sorry. Jane fucking wants to kill me right now.
Okay, the comment is, I think divorce is the best course of action here. She needs professional help, but that's not your problem anymore. I'm glad you took the steps to protect yourself financially. Sadly, there's just fundamentally something wrong with her, and she'll soon self-destruct, starting with the divorce. Opie responded with, when I paid off the payday loan, I decided that it would be the last thing I ever did for her. It was far more than she deserved. My sister had been addicted to heroin for over 20 years. I haven't talked to her in about a decade. But this was the kind of shit she would pull. I remember how she and her loser boyfriend would steal shit from my room to pawn so they could buy more drugs. And I honestly wouldn't have to pass my wife at this point to start selling my things so she could start buying more Chipotle. I'm sorry, I'm just so furious.
Chipotle's not that good.
Every day, my wife sat around ordering takeout and living like a queen. And then when the almost literal gravy train stopped, she decided to imperil her financial future for more food. And my God, she's gotten so fat. She's basically waddling around like a penguin now. Oh, Opie's a fucking asshole. But
sorry,
what really
he's
pisses me off is
he's
that,
like really having one right now. And like, I guess fair enough. But like...
But what really fucking pisses me off is that after taking out the payday loan, instead of putting it in a new account to order takeout, she went to the restaurant drive-thrus. It was almost as if she wanted to stretch it as long as possible, which wasn't an issue when it was money that I earned. She knew the payday loan was possibly a one-time Hail Mary, so she actually, in her own twisted little way, tried to exercise financial responsibility. People in the last post yelled at me for not communicating. We had fought about this dozens of times. Every time the credit card rolled in, I would tell her she needed to stop, that we were losing everything because of her habit. I told her again and again and again, and she didn't give a shit. She needed more of that garbage. I honestly don't give a fuck if she's depressed. I don't care if she's agoraphobic, which I doubt. I don't care if she's never even shown the slightest bit of remorse. Eventually, even my sister with her heroin-addled brain apologized for stealing my GameCube. My wife couldn't even do that. She's a lazy piece of shit faking a disability, and people were blaming me as if I absolved her of all her wrongdoings. If it makes me an asshole, fine. I'm not fucking the rest of my life because some dim-witted sloth with a disability can only muster up the energy to get off her ass when it involves food she bought with the money someone else. Oh, Opie's an asshole. Never mind. I take everything back. Opie fucking sucks.
Everyone sucks.
We gave this person
this isn't everyone
time.
sucks.
No.
This isn't
you know
everyone
what?
sucks.
This isn't everyone sucks.
I actually no. Fuck that. I think OP sucks. I think here's my theory.
Oh,
I think they got into a relationship. OP was like, "Oh, I will earn everything. I want you to stay at home and not work. Our money will be your money, so I'll pay for everything." Then he's like, you don't have to cook. You don't need to clean. I don't expect that from a partner. She stayed at home, ordered all this food. He got mad because he was losing money and she was sitting around doing it. And he didn't like that. He wanted her to cook and do all this shit. Or at least maybe not spend as much on the apps. But it sounds like and then if he's saying they're arguing about this over and over, and if she's getting a Hail Mary, and the moment she got money on her own, she was starting to stretch it, I get the feeling a lot more was happening behind the scenes, and Opie's a fucking asshole. I think this actually has very little to do with the food now.
I have a theory.
I think Opie sucks.
I have a theory.
Go ahead.
I think it's fake.
If you say it's fucking fake.
I have a theory too.
This podcast isn't going to last long.
I think Timmy from Fairly Odd Parents,
Yeah,
never aged I think he's always going to be a kid.
I think
Not
he probably
with you.
wished.
I think
he probably wished.
He did wish for it. There was an episode on it.
Age.
There was an episode on it. But then again, there was also a live-action Nickelodeon television show where Drake Bell played him a little older. So who knows?
But he was still in 4th grade, so
Kimmy
it's
just
like...
wished
No, he wasn't. Not in that movie. He was in like middle school or high school.
He was.
No, he wasn't. Was he?
The joke is that he's like this grown-ass adult who's still in school with all these kids.
Yeah.
Jane's looking this up. He's
Googling us.
Dude, he can't handle.
doesn't fucking believe this.
No, he's 23 because I remember a key plot point of this movie was the fact that his parents wanted him to move out. Like a key part was like, dude, you're an adult, like in our house. Please move out. It's literally called "Grow Up, Timmy Turner." Am I the asshole for not supporting my mother-in-law because she's dating someone younger than me?
No.
That's gonna be good. My husband and I have been supporting his mother through her separation last year, including helping her with debts, finding a new apartment, having her on her phone bill, and so on. This is adding to some of our stress on our relation, especially with especially with my husband and her son. We learned about the debts and were just surprised by the amount of debt considering her ex had been paying for the food and rent. She leased a fancy new electric car even though she's already in debt. Plus, she gave a ton of stuff to our daughter even when we told her not to. She got mad as well because she could not buy chocolates for our daughter when it was Easter, as we were at my parents'
everyone knows
How old is the daughter?
A small chocolate.
It's 22.
We don't want to spoil her with sugar. I'm guessing it's a child if they're saying they don't want to spoil her with sugar.
Nah, that could
when
still
we
be a
told her
22-year-old.
no, she went on about us spoiling her last joy because she's alone and sad and that it's her only pleasure. But in the end, it's our kid and we decide about the food. Then on top of that, there was a recent incident where she was online dating and we were the ones to tell her that it was a scam. She did send pictures of our daughter to that scam as well and lied to us about it. My husband was legit mad and the tone escalated. So fast forward to now, she's dating someone else and that person is way younger than us. He's 32, she's 61. And we're the assholes for not wanting to meet him yet? After this whole year of
I
dealing
was
with
expecting this to be like
tired.
a 20-year-old.
But
so like,
that guy, yeah, but it's a 30-year difference.
Yeah.
But that guy could be super fine, and we don't want to make the effort to meet him. Are we the assholes? She knows the guy's 32, and she met him at work, so it might be legit. I don't think they are the asshole. That's crazy.
I think I don't care about who she dates. I think it's kind of insane that she's in debt and she's still spending a lot of money. And they're like, hey, stop spending money.
I will say, I do feel like
the
this
real
is
issue is
one
that she's dating a 30-year-old.
where the core issue is one I actually don't care about, but everything around it is more interesting.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like this is something, like the 30-year-old, is he in this for the money? Because he's not going to get it.
He's
like,
the
if the
least
30-year-old's getting a
interesting
6-year-old
part.
thinking,
Yeah, he's really the least interesting part about this woman's life. Like,
I want to meet the grandma.
the scammers, the debt, everything else is like way more intriguing to me.
But the
from
fact
like
that they're paying for the debt is crazy.
Why were the scammers wanted pictures of the granddaughter? That's
Because it was a dating. It was online dating,
That's
so she was
so
probably like, "Here's my
weird.
granddaughter."
No,
because
she
older
probably
people
just
on the internet
offered
are just
it.
like that. Yeah, but it was definitely a scam. I would be pissed too if I had a daughter and I found out my mother-in-law was doing that. I'd be pissed.
What's the age difference? I guess I don't know. Like,
What do you mean?
They didn't
It's
say.
a 30-year age difference.
no, for the kid.
They're saying that this 30-year-old is way younger than us. So
Oh.
I'm gonna guess they're in their 40s. So the mom probably had him when he was young, like the son.
I don't know.
Probably just 20 or
I really
something.
don't have a strong opinion on this. If he's in his 30s and she's in his 60s when they meet, I really don't care at that point. Like,
I don't either.
Commented, if the mother-in-law's boyfriend is digging for gold, he's digging in the wrong yard.
That is true. Just make him aware that she's in debt, and
I would feel
that
more
he'll have paid off.
strongly if like the guy was like 19 or 20 or something dating the 60s. But like I don't, as like in your 30s, I'm like, I don't give a shit.
The comments are pretty split.
Yeah.
A lot of the time they're saying not the asshole, but they're split on the fact of some of them.
Well, I
say,
don't think anyone's
cut
an
her off.
asshole here.
The fact that they say OP is not the asshole.
Yeah.
But where the comments split is some of them say she should cut him off because the violating the privacy of their daughter is too far.
Yeah, I think that
The fact
part's
they're paying
fucked
with the
up,
debts.
for sure.
The other half of this is that they think it's weird that a 30-year-old would be dating a 6-year-old and that this could be a romance scam, and they're very easy and popular for
But
elderly
she
people.
met him
I don't
at
know.
work.
I feel like that's not that
It's
weird.
the work part, yeah. So other people say you should then be checking out this dude and doing everything for that. But yeah,
It is like a whole thing. People like older, like I I don't think because like they're in their 30s.
Right. The
I don't
main
know.
core of this isn't as interesting as everything around.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not the asshole. I don't think anyone's an asshole here. I think this is just a weird family dynamic that people have to like get used to. I think it's weird to take it to Reddit. Like, you're not like an asshole for doing that. Like
some of the comments make it seem like she might even be paying for the dates. Like they might be funding her entire lifestyle right now. I don't know.
Maybe make the young guy pay for the dates. And not the 60-year-old woman.
Well, it's the kids, I guess, that are paying for it. But yeah, that part's a little weird. I want to know more about that.
I do. I am curious. I just want to know financially what's happening.
That intrigues me. Like, I don't really give a shit that he's dating a 30-year-old. Fucking life's short. Go off, queen. But like, I want to know about the rest. All right, we already did an outro, didn't we? We don't have to actually film an outro
for YouTube, not for Patreon.
Well, we don't have to film an outro for Patreon.
You know, well, this has been OffPod, and we will see you guys next time. Someone play the outro music.
We don't have
outro music. Outro music. Outro music.
Someone play the intro music. Someone play the intro music. Oh, I guess we don't have This is how we should end all the podcasts. Always making random sounds. We really suck at this.